why is it? Why does it seem like it's an issue when, let's say, an older black guy is dating a younger black woman? Meaning, what I mean by younger is she's maybe 18, 19, anywhere from 18 to 20. We consider that young as far as being legal. And why is it taboo for her to be dating a guy who's maybe anywhere from, let's say, 26 to 28, pushing 29? I mean, you think about it. All right, if your homegirl or your daughter or your sorority sister or anybody else was 18, let's say she was 19, and she was dating a dude who was 28, what would be everybody's initial reaction? You shouldn't date him because he's gonna knock you up, he's gonna manipulate you, or he's just gonna fuck you up. Alright? And I'm talking about, a guy who's 27, 28, 29, who has his shit together, who's doing well, who's a well-to-do black man, who's not, he ain't about the games. There's an assumption that, he would somehow hinder her. Right? And it makes sense, but what people don't see, they don't think about the other side. What about option B? Because it's 2008, and the way I look at it is that women, I don't care what race you are, it's becoming less and less of an option to go to college, and to work. It's, in my eyes, it's almost a necessity for you at least to have some sort of a career. So any well-to-do black guy, or just well-to-do man who's smart and intelligent, I think understands that, listen, my wife not working hurts me in many ways. So of course you will have, well-to-do men who want to take advantage of younger women and just, mold them into what they want them to be. And I agree with that. But it doesn't seem like people see another side of the story. Well, what if that same guy could possibly be of assistance to her? Because like I said, a woman who just stays at home and just has kids in the economy the way it is in 2008 isn't really the most helpful situation for a man to not only place himself in, or to place that woman in. Alright? So nevertheless, if that 19-year-old girl does that, her parents and everybody will shoot it down. Oh, she needs to grow. She needs to find out who she is. Alright? So meanwhile, he's a no-no. But, so the girl's gonna date, right? And what's she gonna do? She's gonna date the jerks and assholes. She's gonna date, the smooth guys, the thugs and the gangsters. And if you don't know, thugs and gangsters don't grow with age. They're thugs and gangsters when they're 18, when they're 24, when they're 25, when they're 30 years old. They just stay in that phase. You've seen it. The guy who looks like he's around 36, with the Pele Pele jacket on, with the lug boots on, that type of dude. That's what I'm talking about, alright? So she should date him because he's not serious, right? And what happens? What happens? Either A, she gets the STD, hopefully not AIDS, and option B, she gets pregnant, right? And option C, she's fucked up, mentally. Mentally she's done because, just because of all the things that he's done to her, all the empty promises, so she's fucked up mentally. So who's better off? Think about it. The guy who, according to the common definition, the dude that has his shit together, who just knocks her up and, just brainwashes her into, being his submissive wife, or the dude who knocks her up and just, runs off into the atmosphere. Because at least she can go to court and get alimony or child support from the dude who actually has something. But from the thug or the gangster, she can't get shit from. Even if, she does find him, and even if he has an address, and even if she files for child support, he probably has no money to get anyways. So at most, she may get maybe $200, if that. Alright? And the point I'm trying to make is that I haven't really ran into... I've never heard a black female tell me when I was 18, 19, even up till mid-20s, that, oh, I'm just staying away from all dudes, I'm just going to do me, and I'm just going to grow by myself. Right? Because, she's been told that you're too young to date serious dudes, but it's okay for you to date garbage. And, and that's just funny to me. And I understand the whole fear of a woman dating an older man, but the thing about it is, women, you guys date. You guys don't go through those phases where, oh, I'm just not talking to anybody. And it's funny that when you want to casually date, it's okay at any age to date a dude that doesn't have his shit together. It doesn't matter. I'm not being serious. But I can only date dudes that are serious, who are, gonna be about shit, when I'm finally ready to get serious. And the whole problem is, those, the assholes that you date, these are the ones that are halting you. They're stopping your progress. And I'm not trying to say that, it just should be okay for older men, black men, to date younger black women. Because, of course, men love to manipulate. All men love to do that. But all I'm trying to say is just provide an alternative explanation to why it might be okay. Because that well-to-do older man, there's no benefit for him, whether it's emotionally, financially, physically, spiritually. There really is no benefit if he takes a girl who's 18, 19, even 20, knocks her up and gets her pregnant and just bounces. It really, because he already has something. He's not gaining by putting himself in a position to lose it. And all I'm trying to say is, think about maybe if that man is in a position to help that chick grow. Because like I said, black women typically don't just say, hey, I'm not talking to any type of guy because I want to grow. Because she's young, she automatically assumes that I have to date the asshole. And if a man has his shit together, and I'm not even fucking 24 yet, oh, it's too serious. I need to fall back a little bit. He's going to try to control me. He's going to knock me up. He's going to want me to, do whatever I tell him to do. But then she ends up doing it for the thug, gangster, or whatever. That doesn't make much sense to me. So, think about it. I'm not even sure how I feel about it. I'm just throwing it out there.